Oh, absolutely. So he may well be the first one off the plane. And in fact,
well, looks like the coach.
That's Coach.
That looks like
There we
Coach
go.
Dan Hurley.
Dan Hurley.
And his wife. And his wife, Andrea.
Got the basketball. That's the official basketball.
And of course, yeah.
Number 6, baby!
All the assistant coaches now coming off first. Tom Moore was the second coach off. Kamani Young, Luke Murray. Don't recognize all of these people, but these are people higher up the university.
Well, school officials, family members, things like that, I'm sure. Obviously, it's a big airplane, so they were able to get a lot of people on there.
And if there's Luke Murray in the white, assistant coach, and if they unload like they do most planes, all the important people were sitting up front. Because first off, right? There's his family with him, his wife, assistant coach Luke Murray.
And his dad was at some games.
Yep. He's got a movie out now, right? Ghostbusters something.
Yeah, a new one out. Yeah, you're right.
It's like Ghostbusters 3 or something. But he's been very busy watching his son.
Well, like Eliza was saying, this is a part of the airport that isn't exactly open to the public. It's that separate terminal where I think they used to have international flights come in, but now it's used mostly for private flights, so it's not necessarily accessible by the public right here, but some folks are gathering and cheering from a distance.
Yeah, and when they get off the plane, when the team gets off the plane, they're going to be getting on the buses, and that's going to take just a little less than an hour to get to Gamble.
UConn's president, you can always tell when she's in the house or in the plane or off the plane.
Yeah. She's like, I'm getting used to this 2 in a row.
Really?
Oh, they're going to be last. But we're also being told that people are lining up in Tallinn, people are already lined up in Tallinn waiting for these buses to go by. So they've got a cheering section no matter what as they're heading to Gamble.
We hope to get there before it gets dark so we can really get a good look at the,
And again, they were slightly delayed getting home. Initially, they were supposed to be landing around 6:45, instead getting in a little after 7 o'clock.
Gentleman with the beard and the hat, Bobby Mullen. He's the media relations director for basketball, men's basketball.
By the way, they're like most of us. They took all their carry-ons.
Yeah.
They wanted to get as much as they could in the overhead bin.
They certainly did. They don't want to have to go to baggage claim after this.
Lots of people on that plane.
Quite a few
But when
people
you think
on
about
that plane.
You know, there's only 14 players or 15 players, so.
It was probably really nice for them to have a lot of their family members with them on this journey.
when you win, you want to share it with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Obviously an incredible journey, an incredible experience, but I would imagine the sigh of relief now to be home and carry this trophy and to now just celebrate and look forward, to the end of the school year.
Except you got a couple of these kids who will be looking forward to the NBA draft, in a couple of weeks.
Is that Donovan Clingan there? He is walking down the steps off the plane. It doesn't look like he has the trophy in his hand, but Stefan Castle there, as we can see.
There's some guy with some souvenir shoes.
Yeah. Maybe the trophy's going to be the last thing off the plane.
Wonder if he's going to let his son take it off with him. That was something he talked about. He just coached his last game.
Yes.
With his son Andrew.
Before his son Andrew,
and
yes.
his wife Andrea talked about how emotional that has been and will be.
Yes, and having Andrew walk on for like the last few seconds of the game last night.
Which has been something he's done always,
yes,
right?
Exactly. Just an emotional night all the way around.
As we were saying, they're going from the plane right to those buses in the background with a police escort. They'll make their way out to stores.
We were talking about the trophy. There's a few players that we haven't seen yet. Cam Spencer is one of them. We haven't seen him come off the plane. Maybe he's holding the trophy. It's in there somewhere. We did see a picture of it on the plane.
And it's going right to the trophy case at the Worth family basketball setup that they have there. And that's already packed with trophies and plaques and awards. But I think they're probably going to make room for it right next to last year's.
They already changed the sign on the highway, updating that from 5 to 6, which is fantastic.
They didn't waste any time doing that.
Alex Caravan, I believe, from my vantage point here, getting off, it looks like.
Early!
I think there's a few more players to get off here, off the plane.
He's like, I forgot something.
Some of the young guys who will have to step up next year because so many of these players are leaving the program this year, either through graduation or going to declare to the NBA. So you may see a whole new starting group next year.
I mean, that's been a lot of the chatter over the last few days is how many of them are going to go to the NBA draft, right, Joe?
Yes, so we're pretty sure at least 2 are, probably 3. No one's declared yet. Look at this group coming out. There it is. Who's got it? I can't see.
There it is.
That is the National Championship Trophy that just came off the plane.